Power, Season 4, Episode 2. I want to start off with the kids asking Tasha, how did Ghost get his name? Tasha doesn't answer. Before the kids ask Tasha, how does Ghost know Spanish? How does Daddy know Spanish? Tasha doesn't have an answer. Tasha doesn't know that Ghost emptied a bank account. Tasha doesn't know that Ghost sold the stocks. Tasha doesn't know that Tommy and Keisha are messing around. Tasha doesn't know that Angela and Greg was messing around. Tasha doesn't know a lot of things dealing with Tasha's life. One advice I would give Tasha is she needs to get down to that club, since her and Ghost own the club, and this is the way they generate money, legal money, besides the laundromat and the beauty salon. She should be more involved at this point since Ghost is away. So I want to move on to Proctor and Ghost meeting in the jail, and the FBI team meeting, strategizing in their conference room. This is something that probably most of us wanted to see. Them on the stand and talk about their relationship and all that it entailed. But both teams go through it, and they both agree that it was not in their best interest for them to go on the stand. I mean, after all, Ghost and Angela, he was getting them sugar walls any way he could, and they have done all types of things together. And I don't know if it would be a bad idea if they would pick Ghost on the stand, because maybe the focus of the case wouldn't be so much of the murder, but it'd be so much of this woman and how she manipulated these two men. They may hate Ghost for cheating on his wife, but it takes attention away from him being a murderer. Just a thought. Alright, so I'm going to go to the club and Dre and his bright idea of when they order 2 bottles, you get 1 bottle and a matchstick box, and inside that matchstick box is drugs. Now, this is not a bright idea in my opinion. I know Dre ever watched The Wire, but they say in the courtyard, you make the sale and then you run and get the drugs and you give it to the person. Anybody watching got the whole thing on tape. When you have this method, you don't know who you're serving to. It could be a DEA agent, it could be an FBI agent, it can be a police officer or someone else that's been caught up in some crime, and now they can give you, they can stitch on you to get a reduced sentence. Anybody watching, once they see this, they can record it and you're done, Dre. This is not something good. Plus, later on in this episode, the FBI actually conducts a search warrant on Truth. Now, I'd say that to say, since you know the owner's been arrested for killing the agent, and that the FBI did a search warrant, selling drugs out of the club is not the brightest idea at this time. This is something that should definitely be a no-no, because this type of tension you do not need at this time. All it takes is one mistake, be it to be a little too slow, be it a little late, and how you're not going to be slow or late. Alright, so I'm going to move to 718. 718 tells Tommy that Cristobal did not show for his pickup. This Tommy's like, they disrespected my name already? Put some respect on my name. He about to go handle business. 718 says, no, it's too hot. Let me take care of it. Tommy said, okay, represent. I'm going to move right along. 718 goes to the meetup, and Cristobal doesn't show up. A little mouth back and forth. Cristobal's man punches one of 718 man in the face. 718 doesn't do nothing. Cristobal calms it down. 718 says, look, I'm going to give you some extra keys to smooth all this out. Cristobal said, okay, I'm going to roll with you guys. I'll get the pickup. So 718 did not take control of the situation, did not take up for his man, and he still comped Cristobal. Looking weak, looking very weak. So I'm going to touch briefly on this Ghost and this biscuit situation. That guy said you have some baby seal eyes. Whew, Ghost, you was going to be in trouble. I was thankful that you was able to do a little move up to the table so everybody couldn't see and get that man up off you, and the guy, Tony, pulled him off you, told him, yo, biscuit. The guy went away. I was happy to see that, because that was going to be an ugly scene. I'm glad you did something, Ghost, because your time would have got a lot harder had you not. Okay, so Tony, touch on Tony, who was there. Tony's wife comes to visit him and says she can't do this no more. She's too sick to make this trip. And she also lets him know that there is a experimental procedure that she could have, but it's expensive and the money did not come through. She goes on talking about she wish she had a kid so the kid would take care of her at this time. And he corrects her like, you gave me everything I ever wanted. And he tells her that he would get the money. I'm gonna move along a little fast forward a little bit to when Tony and his lawyer comes to visit Tony in jail. The lawyer lets him know that she only has a year left, not 18 months. And that, so he asks him about James St. Patrick. We're gonna call him Ghost. James St. Patrick. And he says James St. Patrick is locked up for killing an FBI agent, and they trying to link him to Thomas Egan. And he was like, Egan? Where these guys grow up? And they said Queens. And he was like, don't tell me that this guy is Tommy's father. Wouldn't that be something? Alrighty. So I'm gonna go talk about this FBI warrant. So the FBI goes in the truth, and for some reason nobody's paying any attention to Mike as he's just walking through the building. And he walks back into the office, gets in there, looks around, hides the gun behind the bar under the ice tray. And of course, Mike is able to leave the room. Nobody knows him. I'm hoping that they have video in that room or outside the door, or hopefully in the room, so they could prove that Mike planted that gun. I mean, that's the only thing right now that would save James St. Patrick, because it's not looking good. But Ghost can't die because the series will be over. So, and of course, the black officer happens to find a gun. All right. So Tommy goes to the guy who punched his man in the face. He basically went up to him as he was going to carjack him. Tells the guy, gets out, I'm a fair man, I'm going to give you a head start. Tommy counts 1, 2, 10, and then he takes off after the guy. He follows the guy, constantly scaring him as he's going to run him over, and he waits till they go under an overpass. And that's when Tommy runs him over. The guy flips over the car, lands on the ground, screaming and hollering. Tommy backs up, runs over him again. Wow. Tommy is really enjoying himself during this scene. The only time that I've seen Tommy actually enjoy himself is when he's hurting somebody. He's doing something violent. That seems to give him pleasure. Outside of his girlfriend, who of course is gone now. But that's the only 2 times I've seen him ever seem to be happy. Is when he's dishing out pain. So Tommy tells him, makes the guy ask him nicely to get the car off of him. Tommy, oh well, and he pulls off. And you can see the bone sticking out the man's leg as he lays there on the ground. That's for disrespecting Tommy's name and his organization. Alright, so Proctor visits Ghost in jail and tells Ghost they found a gun. They're going to give you a life sentence. You're going to be looking at the death penalty. The only thing that can get you out, if I was you, I would snitch. And Ghost is like, I ain't no snitch, dog. And they're like, I know you ain't no snitch, but you going to tell me something. Tell me something. Sandman. He up in the county. Sandman. Okay. So Ghost like, I ain't snitching on Tommy. You not me. I'm sitting here, and I'm not snitching on Tommy. And then we go to Kanan. Kanan runs up on Dre in the club. It looks like it's the club. Runs up on Dre, hems him up. Want to know why Tariq is asking about Kanan. And Dre's like, yo, why are you even talking to Tariq? I'm paying you to stay away from Tariq. And Kanan's like, nah. So many people want to kill you. You paying me to stay alive. So he just straight extorting Dre. I don't know what Dre's master plan. They haven't let us into Dre's head as to what he thinking or hoping to get out of this situation, this Kanan situation, the Tommy situation, what is the Ghost situation, which way is he going to go? What is he hoping to get out of this? I have no idea. But hopefully he learned something from Ghost and is thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead. If not, he's not going to last long. Alright, so Ghost. And this was the best scene. And I think I'm going to do a short clip because these videos can't be too long. So I'm going to do a short one after this. But Ghost calls Tommy from jail. That was the best scene of this whole entire episode to me. So Ghost calls Tommy from jail. You know, Tommy hesitates a second, says the name James, so he won't call him Ghost. And you can see, you know, Ghost sounds like a beaten man. He tells Tommy he sounds tired, but Ghost, you sound worn out. So during the course of the conversation, Tommy mentions, are you scared? Ghost says, help me. And Tommy got that look on his face like he's ready to take somebody out, do whatever he needs to do to help Ghost. And Ghost's response was, take care of my family. And that was deep. That was deep. Because Ghost always has some kind of plan. He's always trying to pull some type of angle. And just makes you feel like he has come to terms with his fate. Because he told Tommy, they're going to give me the needle. He's like, you can't go out like that. Tommy reassures him, I got your family. Don't worry about that. But on another side, Ghost being Ghost, I wonder if Ghost is doing this because this phone call is being recorded. And he wants to sound broken. And he wants to sound as James St. Patrick's, the club owner. And not seem cocky or overconfident. Because these phone calls also could be used against him when his court date comes. Lastly, I'm going to touch on Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy, that's my man. But in this episode, in this season, I don't know if you're going to be my man. The way you was in Ghost's head, telling him what's going to happen, that he's going to lose his bowels, that he's going to be conscious, even though they think he's going to be unconscious, he's going to feel everything. It's going to take a long time. I mean, just this time that Ghost's going to do is going to seem even longer because Charlie Murphy is around. Well, I'm about to run out of time of this video, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, the only one other thing is this Keisha and Tommy messing around with each other. I don't think that's a good situation because these are two people that are both hurting. So I think you might not have been there, but your friend may have been there when you're hurting and you just want to feel something. But it can get messy and complicated, and both of y'all are the two closest people to Tasha. I mean, this thing is all just a mess. But I'm hoping the best for this family, and can't wait to see the next episode. So until we meet again, family, peace.